Hi all, my name is Bhushan Kumar, and as I discussed in the introduction session, I am going to explain the need of the Spring framework with the help of an example, right? So the example would be drawing different shapes, and I would use three concepts: coupling in Java, dependency injection in Java, and inversion of control in Spring, and dependency injection in Spring to explain the need of this Spring framework. Okay, so without wasting time, let's start the today's topic: coupling in Java. Okay, so as I said, like I would take an example of drawing different shapes. So with the help of this example, I will explain the coupling in Java and how it is not good. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to create an interface called shape first. So let me create an interface shape, and this shape interface declares one method draw. Okay, now I can draw many shapes, right, with the help of this interface. So I will draw two shapes, triangle and circle. Okay, so let me just create another class circle to draw circle. Okay, so let me create a class called circle which would implement shape, right? Yeah, let's implement the method the method declared in the shape, which is draw. Okay, so yeah, to draw a circle, what do we need? We need two things, right? Point and radius. So I'm not going to uh, declare this radius variable. I would just take a point which would be circle to explain this concept. Okay, so circle needs a center point, right? So obviously to draw a circle we need a point. Okay, so let's create a point class. Okay, so every point has two coordinates, right? X and y. So let's declare two variables, x and y, and generate the getters and setters of these two variables. Let's select both. All right, so okay, we have created this point class having two variables x and y, and now let's go to the circle and instantiate point class inside the circle, right? Point needs a center point. Circle needs a center point, right? So center new point, right? Yeah. So circle has a point class instantiated, which would be a center point, right? Now to draw this circle, we need to set the values of center point, the coordinates of the center point, right? So let's go to the draw method and set the values of each coordinate x and y, right? So center dot set x, let's set the value as 10, and then let's set the y coordinate as 20. All right, so we have set the values of x and y coordinates. Now we would not physically draw the circle, but we would print the center point, and we would consider this circle has been drawn, right? So let's draw it. Let's print the center point. Center equals, okay, so we would need to print the x coordinate first. So let's go get the x coordinate from the center, and then we need to have some formatting, x comma y, right? So center dot get y, and finally we will close the parenthesis. So this way we are going to print the center point. Okay, now let's create an application class called drawing, where we would instantiate the circle class. Okay, so let's create a class called drawing. Let's have public static void main method. Okay, so to draw the circle point, the circle drawing, circle shape using this shape interface, we would need to instantiate this circle class, right, with the help of shape interface, right? So I've just declared this shape interface here. Now we would instantiate the circle. We would say circle, right? Now let's call the draw method of shape and draw this circle shape, right? I think we are done now. Let's run this. Yeah, as you can see, we are able to successfully draw this circle. So the center point of circle, as we set inside the circle class 10 and 20 for x and y coordinate, is getting printed. So we have now successfully drawn this circle shape, right? Similarly, let's draw the triangle shape. Okay, so let's create a class called triangle. Okay, okay. To draw a triangle, we would need the help of shape again, right? So let's implement shape interface here, and we would certainly need to implement the draw method of shape, right? Okay, so any triangle has 3 points, right? So a triangle is made up of 3 points: point A, point B, and point C. Let's call these 3 points as point A, B, and point C. All right. So let's instantiate point class. Point A equals new point, right? So this is point A. Similarly, we will instantiate point B and point C. Okay, point B equals new point, and then point C. All right. Now we have instantiated all 3 points. The second thing would be set the x and y coordinates of each point. So let's go to the draw method and quickly set the values for each coordinate of each point. Okay, so let's say we are setting 1 for x coordinate of point A, and then again 1 for y coordinate of point A. Similarly, we would set the x and y coordinates of B and C. Okay, so this is B and this is C. Let's set the values as 2 for x and both x and y coordinates. Alright, now we would need to print all 3 points, right? So let's print x, x comma y. Okay, so we have printed point A. Similarly, we will print point B and point C. Okay, so let's print point B and point C. So we make a small mistake here. Use concatenation operator here. Yeah. So I think we are done. What we have done is in this triangle class we have instantiated 3 points and we have set the values of both x and y coordinates, and finally we are printing x and y coordinates of each point. Okay, let's go to the drawing class. Now instead of drawing circle, we would instantiate triangle and we'll draw the triangle shape. So let's run now. As we can see, all 3 points of triangle are being printed here. This means a triangle is being drawn. Okay, so let's quickly go through each point which we have understood till now. Okay, so the main point to be noted here is uh, point class is being tightly coupled in each triangle and circle class, right? So you see the point is directly being instantiated into the circle and then triangle class. Let's say we want to use this triangle class and want to draw another triangle. Would it be possible? Would I be able to create another triangle? uh, would I be able to draw another triangle with different point with different points, point A, point B, and point C? No, because it is directly, the values are being directly hard coded into the class and being directly instantiated into this one, right? So this limits the reusability of that the triangle and circle class. So this is not desirable, right? So these are called tight coupling and these classes are tightly coupled. This is not a desirable thing which we want, right? So this approach has some disadvantages, right? This decoupling, so this coupling, tightly coupling has disadvantages. We would try to decouple these classes in the next video and would introduce the concept of dependency injection. Okay, so we would decouple triangle and point and inject the dependency of point on triangle class from the third class called drawing. Okay, so thanks all. Thank you for watching.